Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we will do regulation of respiration. A very important topic. Basically, this is also called as control of respiration and control of breathing, or generally it is called as regulation of respiratory system, regulation of breathing, regulation of alveolar ventilation. Clear? So we know that human lungs inspire and expire continuously. Now that inspiration and expiration depend upon their control. As most of human body systems are under the influence of nervous system, in the same way this breathing is also controlled by nervous system. So the area of the nervous system which control breathing is called as special neuron in the nervous system that contribute to its regulation, that is called as nervous regulation. Also there is another regulation for the control of breathing, that is with the help of special chemical substance. That type of regulation is called as chemical regulation, that we will do in a separate class. Today we will discuss only nervous regulation of respiration. Now this respiration with the help of neurons, group of neurons in brainstem basically. So respiration is regulated with the help of special groups of neuron in the brainstem, and in the brainstem especially in the pons and medulla. Clear? These are the two portions which contain specific neuron which control breathing. The specific neuron in these two areas, that is called as respiratory center. Why respiratory center? As this is regulatory center for respiration, so simply it is called as respiratory center. So if someone say respiratory center, that should be clear in your mind. Respiratory center means specific neurons in the brainstem that control breathing. Clear? First point. Next, now we will do what are these neurons, how many sets of neurons, how they control breathing. So first of all, these are written here. We will start one by one. Number one, very important group of neuron. That group is present where? This is present in the medulla. If that one we say front portion of medulla, anterior, so that will be posterior. Anterior is also generally called as ventral, posterior is called as dorsal. So there is an important group of neuron here, see, in the dorsal portion of medulla. This one is called as this is present dorsally in medulla, so this will be called as dorsal group of neuron. Clear? Dorsal group of neuron. So what this group do now importantly? We can say that normal respiration or even normal heavy respiration is not possible without this group of neuron, because this is the basic neuronal group that is mainly responsible for generation of stimulus for respiration. What it means? It means that this group generates special stimuli for respiration. What that stimulus is? Now what do we mean by stimulus of the brain? Stimulus of brain is basically the signals in the brain that are action potential signals going from specific area of brain to concerned area for their control. In the same way, this area, as in the heart, signal are generated by SA node, signal from SA node go to ventricle, then ventricle contract. In the same way, signal from this area will go to where? They will go to muscles of respiration, diaphragm. So when signal will go, what diaphragm will do? Diaphragm will contract and inspiration will occur. Clear? Now they generate not constant signals importantly. This group generates specific signals at specific time. That type of signal generated by this spatial area, these signals are called as inspiratory ramp signal. Remember, which type of signal generated by dorsal group? They generate inspiratory ramp signal. The signals are called ramp signal and known as inspiratory ramp signals. Clear this? Inspiratory ramp signal. As name indicate, these are signal for inspiration. Clear? Now again we will do. Now these signals are gradual signal. Clear? How they work we will do. Okay, these signals are like that. Okay, signals originate, then this suppose signal origin point is that of signal. Signal originate, that signal ends here. Suppose this signal run for 2 seconds. This is duration. Okay, for 2 seconds these signals run. During that 2 signals, as this signal will be originated, this area is connected with the neuron responsible for contraction of diaphragm, and diaphragm is the muscle responsible for normal contraction during inspiration. So when this signal will be they originated for 2 seconds, during that time in human lungs inspiration will occur. Remember, now origin is from these. Now there should be a stop point for these signals. Okay, there should be switch off so that inspiration completes, then expiration start. Now remember, when we are normally sitting, normally working, our sole muscle of respiration is diaphragm. Diaphragm inspires the air, then expiration occurs due to elastic recoil of these muscles, lungs, other structures. Now it means in case of normal breathing we only require the signals for inspiration. Expiration will occur by their own with elastic recoil. So these signals run suppose for 2 seconds, inspiration occur for 2 seconds, then automatically there will be expiration with the help of elastic recoil. Generally, normally we consider, suppose this run just for longer, up to 3 seconds, suppose that. Then after this, when expiration is over, air go outside the lungs, then again next cycle will start. Again dorsal group of neuron will generate these signals, they will start, then this signal will switch off, again next expiration will occur. So in this way these signals, these are called as inspiratory ramp signal. They will cause inspiration, then expiration will occur with the help of elastic recoil in case of normal phenomena, normally in normal condition. Remember, so what this dorsal group do? Number one, this generates the basic rhythm of respiration. They generate inspiratory ramp signal which are responsible for basic rhythm of respiration. Clear? One. Next, importantly, this is active during normal inspiration. We know already this. So it is active in normal inspiration. Clear? So normally only this neuronal center, this respiratory center will work. This is called as dorsal group of neuron. Clear this dorsal group? Now there is another group that is called as a ventral group. This one, first one is dorsal group, next ventral group. Ventral group is also present in the medulla here, but in the ventral portion of medulla. Clear? So in the ventral portion of medulla there is a special group of neuron that is responsible also for control of respiration in some specific condition. That number 2 second group is called as a ventral group. These are groups of neuron, nothing else. Remember, groups of neuron, as these are neuron, on the basis of these neuron, this is called as nervous regulation. Remember this. Now we will come on ventral group. What ventral group do? So where this is located, this one is located in the medulla, in the ventral portion. Now sometime in detail when you will go, okay, where these neurons are located, this is called as dorsal group neuron is located in the nucleus tractus solitarius. This specific nuclei is this collection of cell body, this is known as nucleus tractus solitarius. That one are present in nucleus ambiguous and retroambiguous. Clear? Ventral group. But simple you remember ki these are groups of neuron. Now ventral group present in ventral part of medulla. Now what will be its function? Function is very important of ventral group. Now I will write a sentence, then you will remember its function. Okay, ventral group is active in active respiration simply. Now this is active in, that one is active in normal inspiration, this one is active in active inspiration. What we mean by active inspiration? Is this active inspiration? When we inspire with the help of diaphragm, then expire with the help of elastic recoil. No, this is normal inspiration and expiration. What will be the active respiration? Active respiration means that inspiration and expiration is also become active. Means we also use some muscles in expiration. At that time expiration will become active. And what are expiratory muscles? Expiratory muscles are abdominal muscle, internal intercostal. So when we are using these muscles, then inspiration will be active. Then at that time this ventral group will be responsible for that. So when we need extra amount of air, we need that our breathing rate become rapid, increases, and especially expiration become active. At that time this ventral group of neuron activates. This causes the activeness of the expiratory muscle, and we inspire and expire rapidly with the help of this ventral group, and especially in case of active respiration, and it have more effect on expiratory muscle. Remember, it also affect these also dorsal group, but mainly this sends signal to the muscle responsible for expiration. Clear that? Normally this is dormant because normally we need no muscle in expiration, we need only elastic recoil. When we need muscles for expiration, then ventral group will become active. Clear that? Now we will go to pons. Now remember, in the pons there are also two centers. One is in the lower part of the pons, this is a group of neuron. One is in the upper part of the pons. Clear? One center is called as apneustic center. Other center is called as pneumotaxic center. Now what is apneustic center? What is now how we remember which one is present in the lower part, which one is present in the upper part? Remember this lower part start from the A, upper part start from the P. So when we go from lower to up alphabetically, first A come, then P come. So apneustic center is in the lower pons, pneumotaxic center is in the upper pons. So in this way you can remember, because sometime ask where apneustic center is located. Apneustic center is located from A means lower part, from P means it is present in the pons. So in the lower part of pons, that one is in the upper part of pons. Clear? Now first we will do this center, then you will able to understand this center. Very important to understand function of pneumotaxic center. Now may I erase this? We can erase this. Clear? Now ramp signal you know generated by this signal. We are doing now first this pneumotaxic center. Okay, number third center, pneumotaxic. This is present in upper pons, what this do? Clear? Importantly, see that these were what? These were ramp signal. Origination of ramp signal were from this dorsal group. Now what do you think? Okay, this is the normal point where there is switch off of this signal. Suppose this switch off occur at this point. What it will show? It will show that ramp signal have been started, suppose at the level of not 2 seconds, 1 second. Then if we stop them for 1 second, it means we have only 1 second time for inspiration. So rapidly inspiration will occur. Then here expiration will start, rapid expiration. Again if 1 second inspiratory ramp signal, rapid expiration, then again 1 second. What it show? It show कि in that much time we are doing one breath, means one inspiration, one expiration. Now if the ramp signal decreases in time due to early switch offing, that show कि our breathing rate have increased, because less time we are consuming in expiration and inspiration. It means that the switch off of these signals is very important, and there should be an area which switch off these signals, that is pneumotoxic center. What pneumotoxic center do? Pneumotoxic center switch off inspiratory ramp signals. Remember this point, this is very important. So if when they switch off, so when they are normally switch offing also occur due to pneumotoxic center, and also when we need that early switch off is the function of this pneumotoxic center. Clear? So what they do, the pneumotoxic center sends signal to this dorsal group of neuron to switch off this signal normally, and also in case of rapid breathing, when we need respiration rate becomes more and more, that is also a function of this pneumotoxic center. So they switch off. What they will do? So this center increase rate of breathing. What it do? It increase rate of breathing. Very important thing. Clear this? What it do? It increases the breathing rate. Remember this point, this is very important. How increase it? Cause early switching off. If early switch off this signal, this in BCQ repeatedly come the ramp signal are switch off by what? By the pneumotoxic center. Now third center we have done in the upper pons causes the switch offing of signals. Now what will be the function of apneustic center? Number 4. Where apneustic center is located? It is located in the lower pons as picture indicates. Clear? Now what it do? This basically, this apneustic center, this opposes that center. How it opposes? Now first we are creating a scenario. Suppose here this point was the premature switching off of the signal, early switching, which leads to increase in rate of breathing, and this one is the normal switching. Suppose some signal come and that inhibit the pneumotoxic center and cover the pneumotoxic center, prevent the pneumotoxic center from this switch off. What will happen? Then inspiratory ramp signal will continue more than 2 seconds. Suppose they continue for 4 seconds, then what will happen? We will breathe in slowly for 4 seconds, then breathe out slowly for 5 or 6 seconds. What it show? If these signals prolong, then breathing rate will become less. Why this will be prolonged? If something switch off the pneumotoxic center, prevent the switching off of pneumotoxic center, then there will be increase in ramp signal, decrease in breathing rate. Remember this point. So this apneustic center, what it do, this center prevents switch off of inspiratory ramp signals. Remember, if this prevent the switching off, it means no switching off, signals will prolong, inspiration will prolong, expiration will prolong. If these are prolonged for longer duration, we will take more time in one breath. If more time in one breath, it means number of breath will decrease per minute, breathing rate, alveolar ventilation will decrease with the effect of lower pons center, apneustic center. Clear this? So this is called as, sometime when this become active, this is called as apneustic breathing. Clear? So this decreases the breathing rate, that one. This pneumotoxic center increases the breathing rate. Clear? Dorsal respiratory group responsible for generation of basic rhythm and inspiratory ramp signal. Ventral respiratory group is active in active respiration. It activates the muscles of expiration. Clear this point? So very important to understand these points, their location of the center, function of the center. Clear? Now we will review in Urdu. तो आज हमने आपको बताया कि हमारे ब्रेन के अंदर कुछ मखसूस ऐसे एरियाज़ होते हैं जो हमारी ब्रीदिंग, सांस लेने को कंट्रोल करते हैं. अब सांस लेना नर्वस सिस्टम भी कंट्रोल करता है उसको, कुछ अलग केमिकल सब्सटेंस भी कंट्रोल करते हैं. केमिकल सब्सटेंस वाले कंट्रोल को हम कहते हैं केमिकल रेगुलेशन, वो हम अलग करेंगे. इसको हमने कहा कि नर्वस रेगुलेशन. नर्वस रेगुलेशन किस चीज़ की मदद से होती है? ख़ास ग्रुप ऑफ न्यूरॉन होते हैं ब्रेन के अंदर, ख़ासकर स्पाइनल कार्ड में, जिनको हम कहते हैं रेस्पिरेटरी सेंटर. क्लियर? उसमें 4 सेंटर हैं. एक डार्सल पार्ट ऑफ मेडुला में होता है, इसलिए इसका नाम पड़ गया डार्सल ग्रुप ऑफ न्यूरॉन. ये सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट है, अगर हम कहें इसलिए इम्पॉर्टेंट है कि ये बेसिक रिदम जनरेट करता है, ऐसे सिग्नल जनरेट करता है जो आते हैं हमारे डायफ्राम के पास, इंस्पायरेटरी मसल्स के पास. हम इंस्पायर करते हैं, सांस अंदर लेते हैं, ये सिग्नल एक ख़ास टाइम तक चलते हैं, फिर ये सिग्नल बंद होते हैं, तो एक्सपायरेशन खुद ब खुद इलास्टिक रिकॉइल से हो जाती. तो बेसिकली इंस्पायरेशन को कंट्रोल करता है ये ग्रुप. इन सिग्नल्स को कहते हैं रैंप सिग्नल. अब दूसरा सेंटर वेंट्रल ग्रुप है. नॉर्मली एक्सपायरेशन खुद ब खुद होती है, लेकिन हमें जब चाहिए कि एक्सपायरेशन भी फोर्स से हो ताकि एयर जल्दी बाहर निकले एक्सरसाइज में और कंडीशन में, तो एक्सपायरेशन एक्टिव हो जाती. उस वक्त रिस्पॉन्सिबल जो सेंटर है उसका नाम है वेंट्रल ग्रुप. क्लियर? वेंट्रल ग्रुप वेंट्रल पोर्शन ऑफ मेडुला में होता है या एंटीरियर पोर्शन ऑफ मेडुला में होता है. अब इनके न्यूक्लियाई में, जैसे इसका न्यूक्लियस है एम्बीजेस, रेड्रो एम्बीजेस, इस न्यूक्लियस का कभी नाम देते हैं कि न्यूक्लियस ट्रैक्टस सोलिटेरियस, तो वो भी आप याद कर सकते हैं. फिर 2 सेंटर हमने कहा, एक नीचे है जो ए से नाम शुरू होता है, एक ऊपर है जो पी से शुरू होता है. नीचे वाला सेंटर एपनियोस्टिक है, ऊपर वाला न्यूमोटॉक्सिक है, दोनों पोन्स के अंदर है. अब नॉर्मली इंस्पायरेटरी रैंप सिग्नल इसने स्टार्ट करवाए, फिर इसके सिग्नल्स को बंद करने वाला बटन है न्यूमोटॉक्सिक सेंटर के पास. न्यूमोटॉक्सिक सेंटर इन सिग्नल्स को बंद करवाता है, स्विच ऑफ करवाता है. और जब हमें चाहिए कि हमारा रेट बढ़ जाए रेस्पिरेशन का, तो ये न्यूमोटॉक्सिक सेंटर जल्दी उस सिग्नल्स को बंद कर देता है, तो फिर जल्दी जल्दी इंस्पायरेशन एक्सपायरेशन हो जाती. अगर ये स्विच ऑफ सिग्नल जल्दी कौन बंद कराता है? न्यूमोटॉक्सिक, वो इसका काम है ताकि रेट बढ़ाए. अगर ये जल्दी बंद ना हो, नॉर्मल से भी लंबे चलें, तो ब्रीदिंग रेट कम हो जाएगा. वो काम होता है एपनियोस्टिक सेंटर के. एपनियोस्टिक सेंटर इन सिग्नल को कभी कभी बंद कर देता है ताकि ये जल्दी ना ख़त्म हो और देर तक चलें, ताकि हमारी सांसें लंबी लंबी चलें, ज़्यादा देर तक चलें, तो हमारा पर मिनट के हिसाब से जो सांस लेने की रफ्तार है वो कम हो जाती है विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस एपनियोस्टिक सेंटर. तो ये 4 न्यूरॉनल ख़ास एरिया हैं जो हमारी ब्रीदिंग को कंट्रोल करते हैं. ये शार्ट ऐसे वाइवा में बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. सो ट्राई टू क्लैरिफाई कंसेप्ट अबाउट दिस सेंटर्स. थैंक यू सो मच.